Day 2, 12 p.m. the terminal. Whoa. Rise and shine. Don't wanna. Shouldn't waste your last hours on Earth sleeping. Sleeping. Whoever said I'll have plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead probably had a different idea how things would play out after death. Man, I was hoping that I was having a really long, weird dream. Yeah, sorry. No such luck. Luck. Some more pedantic magical practitioners are quite bothered by flippant and colloquial use of the word luck. Che isn't one of them. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it. I totally understand. Want a hot coffee? Yeah. Just something simple. Hipster coffee. Coming right up. What's going on downstairs? Didn't even know you had it downstairs. There's more to this place than meets the eye. Maddie's down there desperately trying to fix our debt situation. Sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Not exactly. But she's mentioned wanting to do that. There's some wrestler called the Red Comet that she wouldn't stop talking about for a while. And because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit. Kept trying to suplex me. Suplex. Ashley's small, so she has to opt for wrestling moves that control the opponent's weight instead of trying to lift him. Did she manage to? She's tiny. A couple of times. It was very humiliating, I could imagine. But to probably answer your question, Maddie's running a gambling ring. Gambling. When you find yourself standing on the brink of death, a wager could be the chance at salvation, or the last chance to feel danger. Both of these appeal to different types of patrons. Downstairs? All by yourself? It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional, you mean? Mortals generally aren't involved. The stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Coffee's ready. Come over and get it. They gamble for time, among other things? You don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. I'm not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not in danger, should it be fine? The council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble otherwise. But I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way. Because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. And by the problem, you mean the debt, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remembered Maddie storming off after Ned turned off. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about it. Wish I could help. Y'all seem pretty nice. That's appreciated. Maddie was figured out eventually, though. I'm sure she just needs time. Thanks for the coffee, by the way. I just realized you haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. Huh, how'd you expect to pay for them? Oh, right. Yeah, no clash. If I were feeling particularly capricious, I'd ask you to pay in time. But you're a nice kid. You need every minute you got. You want to head downstairs? I can see your eyes darting to the stairs. Not going down. I'm also not going to stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Come on then. I'll stick around up here. Catch you in a bit. The stairs that led down to the basement were solid and well-worn, with smooth ruts on each step and a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen through years of use. Kashan had always liked stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and he found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them. That'd be weird, but he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. On further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamored for blood. Blood. Even the dead find blood sports compelling. From you to me, With the understanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited, you surrender this time freely without coercion as agreed. Contract fulfilled. You're free to go. Contract. Everything comes at a price. Nothing risked, nothing gained. Phew. That's 3 in a row, you bloody bastards. The crowd cheered. Mehdi was clearly an expert at winding them into a frenzy. Who's next? The room felt dead silent. Come on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? Thought you came here to play with your knives, you pansies. Seriously, anyone? Don't hold out on me. Cough. Do we need to pick someone out of the crowd then? Is this what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Kashan, good to see you upright. Interested in a game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Sure? Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Some of the people here just call it the knife game. You heard of it? Oh, finally, something I'm good at. Oh god, you're right, I am. Thanks, Rock. You've got a lot of knives at this place. Tell me about it. Damn, this thing has a good weight to it. Of course. I wouldn't make you compete with an inferior tool. Huh. What? Sorry. I was waiting for you to segue into calling me an inferior tool. Shit. That was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Or, no, that was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kashan did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh. Spectators oohed and awed. But this wasn't for them. He knew that he only had one shot to get accustomed to the blade. You done showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet, perhaps? Psh, not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? She mentioned something about you gambling with time. It's not gambling if it's a game of skill. But that's beside the point. We're both wagering 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the cafe's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. Got around 16 hours left in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yeah. Let's stop wasting it and get it over with. Sure you know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with the time they have left, especially when their tank's running as empty as yours. Yep. Come on. Unless you're getting cold feet. Hardly. You got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. The crowd cheered and Kashan fed off their enthusiasm. In response, Maddie leaned back, tapped her finger on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes, grinning, and continued the performance. Stabbing motion got faster as he went, the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs, strong enough to drive the knife a millimeter or two into the table, were good if you wanted to put on a show. And of course, giving the spectators a show was part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. How'd I do? 16 sets if I counted correctly. Whoa, I couldn't do 16. That's how many Maddies beat me with. she gonna lose? Nah, she's gonna kick his ass. Feeling good about that result? Certainly am. Rightio then. Watch closely. Oh, I will. 16. 1. 3. 7. 11. 15. Told ya, she's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not, she's just that good. Poor guy didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. You beat me fair and square. Pretty impressed. Aim to please. Be taking those hours now if you don't mind. Yeah, sure, how does this work? Just like this. You won't feel a thing. Keyshawn felt a brief tightness in his chest, and just for a moment the tip of Maddie's finger burned white hot. White hot. You can't beat entropy. Anytime you do an energy transfer, there's going to be some amount of energy lost to heat. Oh, shit. Someone in the crowd laughed. Sorry, I lied. It's done now, though. Alright. Does anyone else dare compete with me? Come on, looking for some actual decent opposition here. I'll take any challenge, even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I challenge you. To get everyone a drink. Round's on me. I didn't realize you were watching. There wasn't anything happening upstairs, and I got bored. Right. So, you took some hours from Kishan, huh? Yes, I did. Do you feel good about that? Che, do you? I won them fair and square. You didn't know what he was getting into. There's an obvious power imbalance here that you're exploiting. Power imbalance. Che isn't one to let you forget the responsibilities that come with power. He knew the rules. That doesn't change anything. You led him to believe that he'd get some extra time. Extra time. Maddie knows firsthand how seductive the promise of extra time can be. And, barring a miracle on his part, that absolutely wasn't going to happen. Doesn't matter. He's just passing through. A couple of hours won't make any difference. Maddie, I'm disappointed in you. Our patrons respect us. We need to earn that respect by treating them with the respect ourselves. This is not respectful or dignified. Cheat and vulnerable passerbys out of their time. We're above that. Better than that. I don't care whether you think it's dishonest or not. I want you to give that poor man his time back. Don't pout. This is serious. I feel like a broken record saying this. But while I understand your intentions are good, you can't keep doing these things. It's all for you. If you really want to do this for me, find another way. This isn't worth it, Maddie. Breaks my heart to see you like this, and I know you're going to try your hardest. But this really, truly is not worth sacrificing your own self-respect over. Everyone here respects you. You're gambling with hours that cheapens that. I'll give the hours back. Shame. I was pretty great with the knife. Still not as good as me. I was pretty close. This game and the way they're presenting it creates great moments. And I'm looking forward to how this goes on more. Also, I'm happy the voices are different enough, even if they're bad. Thank you for living through that. Lovelace. Yes? What form did you have before being reborn? I think I was a crap. Come on, I'm being serious. Ashley wouldn't harvest spirit liquid from a crab. You're assuming an awful lot about how squeamish she is. As far as I can remember, I lived above streets next to the sky. So, a bird then? Wings and feathers and such? No, not that. I do remember flying though. Oh, were you a sugar glider? Describe? Did you eat insects and tree sap and flower nectar? That is familiar. Wonder how Ashley found you then. Could have been anything really. You mentioned bright lights earlier. Oof. Yeah, I'm thinking you got hit by a car. That seems likely. Is that bad? I mean, you're new here, so yeah. Whether you like it or not. Shut up. I am still adjusting.